This video I will show you all the feature of this private app. So let's start. So here is my Zapier demo account. So you can just go here, and if you search for monday.com, of course you need to get my invitation because this is still a private app. You search for monday.com utilities, which is this one, and you can connect it exactly as you connect monday.com, like using the token. Okay, so the first one is create a sub item. Okay, so right now the current right now, when you want to create a sub item in monday.com, you can only create a sub item with the column name. You cannot create any other details. Let's say, okay, so let's say here is my demo board. You have a project and you want to create a new task, and then you want to put a task details, you want to put a status for it when you create it. You cannot do it with the current monday.com integration. So yeah, when you create, let's say I just want to create a new task for, let's call task number 2. When I create an item in here, when I retest it, take a few seconds. Okay, it's complete, but it is not return the item ID, the sub item ID. So you cannot update this, and yeah, and that is pretty annoying. So I just the first action here, create a sub item here. This is when you create a task, it will return the item ID for you. Okay, so I will create here as the item is I want to create the sub item for the project demo, and the sub item is this. Continue, and when I test it, so you see here, this is the item ID. So you can use the item ID here to update it for later step, or okay, or even better. Okay, so here I want to create multiple items, and when I create multiple items, it will return the correct array for like multiple IDs. See, here is all the IDs, and if you want, you can put it into the loop. Okay, let's say you want to looping by the item name. Right here is, you see here, this is monday.com step. This is not return the data ID, but here is my step. So you see the created ID here. Okay, so first is the created name, and you can put for item ID here. So you can looping through all the item IDs and then you can update it one by one. Here, yeah, you see here, loop number 1 is item name is test, item ID is this. So you can looping through it and update it one by one. Okay, so that is the first feature. The second feature, let's continue, is create a sub items with values. Okay, this is even better. So let's say you want to create a sub items with the values right away. Okay, so I go to demo here. You just want to create a sub items, and you want to, okay, let's say you want to create a new task, and you want to put the task detail and the date time and the status. You want to create it right away. You don't want to take another step to upload it. So I just go here, and on project demo, yeah, and it's populate all the fields here for you. So sub item name is test for, detail is okay, status, I can say status is maybe done, date is sorry. Okay, so this date you need to put in this format, and priority, okay, slow. Okay, so just very straightforward. You select the item, and when you hit the task action here, it will we wait a few seconds. Okay, we go to monday.com. You see here task number 4, task detail done April 4, priority is low. So with this action you can create a task with a sub item right away. It's very handy and easy to use. Okay, the next action is look up item by column value. Okay, this one monday.com do pretty okay. Okay, so this is get item by column value. This is do pretty okay if you only want to return one column value. Okay, so let's say on the demo, right, and when I want to search for, let's say I want to search for task details. Okay, I want to search for column to search. I want to search for sorry, yeah, correct. Okay, for the project here, right, ID, I want to search by ID here. So this ID 1, I want to search for this project demo. Column to search is ID, and then ID text is 1, and if I put in the column receive, I want to get the status, it can return just fine. But if I want to return everything, I mean basically I want to get entire row, right, like project, person, status, status, date, and ID here, where it's returned, the return is not that great. The result, I can say, is not usable. See, yeah, I can say it's not usable. I mean, of course, if you are a developer and you know to format it, you can use it just fine. But when you are just a normal user, for this it's very inconvenient. Like, yeah, this is return like very annoying things. So that's why I create this action. So when you look up the column value, it will return entire row, but in a very meaningful way, like in the way that you can use it. So here demo, still the same. Column name is yeah, I put it here so you can see, we can search for everything. ID, column value is 1. Okay, and when I test it, yeah, okay, so you see the result now is way better. Item name, all the sub items name, person, status, date, ID. Okay, so if you see it in the next step, you see here, right, yeah, everything is very clean and clear. So you can actually use it for the next step in Zapier, instead of like need to format the raw data. Okay, the next action is, let's see. Oh, the next action is look up item by name. So basically, right now in monday.com, it is not allowed you to look up the in Zapier, it does not allow you to look up the item by name here, and it's only allows you to look up by column value, and sometimes you want to just look up by item name, and you can only do it using the API, but this is a bit too technical and not easy to use. So I create this step so you can actually look it up by name, right? This is actually an extension, a new step of this one, of the previous step. Sorry, of the previous action. So let me here the item name here. If you can look up by project demo, and of course in the future I can implement something like maybe by exact match, maybe by broad match, and it will return on the row. Yeah, something like that would be cool. Okay, when I look up at project demo here, yeah, it's return everything: ID, item name, sub items, person, status, date, and ID. So very handy. And the final action is get on sub items. Okay, this one here in monday.com, when you get a sub items, it's like this is not practical. So basically you cannot like use this data. And let me show you. When you get the sub items values in monday.com, let's say you want to get on the task under this project, on the sub items under this project, right? You want to get everything here. So maybe you want to get it and looping and see if the status is stuck. You will do something. And when the demo here and the item ID here, let me show you project demo. And when you get the values in items, it's returned the raw data and unformatted. So basically, you see here, this is not usable. Right? You can see here all the data is kind of messy. Yeah, update the spreadsheet. Yeah, so you cannot do anything with it. Okay, so let's go back here. But my action here, when we get on the sub items, it will return on the row in array. So okay, so let me show you. Okay, project demo. Okay, that's action. Okay, see, I get on the name, ID, the ID is the ID of the item, task detail, status, date, priority, everything. So basically, if you want to using it, you can put like, here is subname, this is maybe sub date, something. Okay, and subname, when you see, click on it, you can, sorry, this one here. Okay, you see here very nicely, this is a name. Oh, this is maybe the details, right? And you want to have the details, and you want to also want to have the status, and this is the status. And when you test it, when you put into the loop, so you can see it one by one. Yeah, see the loop iteration. One is subname, details, status. Yeah, number 2. So have 5, 6. So 6 rows. So it's looping through everything here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically, this is all the sub items, and you can like do another step, do additional step action you want with it, like you want to maybe check the status, or you want to check the date, the due date, something. Yeah, just my example. But as you can see right now, my private Zap have my private Zap has more feature than than the original one. So if you find it useful, please contact me in the video description, and I will send you the link so you guys can try it out. By the way, I can do on-card automation, so if you guys need to help with Zapier or with with automation integration in general, please don't hesitate to contact me. I will put everything in the description below. Thank you guys for your time. See you guys later. Bye bye.